Dean Legge here, wrapping up Georgia's 41-13 win over Vanderbilt. It took Georgia a second or two to get rolling, but this is not the Aaron Murray or the 2017 offense that you grew accustomed to that would just immediately pile up points. This team kind of works into it during the day, during the night, I should say. But at the end of the day, 560 yards of offense. The real problem tonight were the penalties, 13 of them for 115 yards. I think that's as penalized as Georgia has been, and I'd have to look. I really should have looked. I think that's as penalized as Georgia has been in some time now. Jake Fromm, efficient, 17 of 23, 3 touchdowns, 276 yards. Justin Fields, 3 of 16 for 53 yards. But they really seem to take off in the run game when Justin gets in there. They are really spreading the ball out. There were 34 rushes tonight. Elijah had 6. James Cook had 7. DeAndre Swift with 7. Herian had 2. Everybody basically had 50 yards. You know, Holyfield's with 10 yards. I'm sure this is showing right now on the screen at some stage, which is that shot I got of Holyfield diving into the end zone. It's a good shot for sure. Riley Ridley with a circus catch. DeAndre Swift with 4 catches for 49 yards. Mecole, Terry, everybody, you know, I got a lot of text messages in the first quarter. This team doesn't look like a top 25 team. This is not one of the best teams in the country. You know, all I can say is you got to play the entire game before you have a complete accounting of what goes on. I mean, in sports, it's not the first 10 minutes of a game that matters. It's the entire time that matters. So what I would say is they're going to go play at LSU. LSU is a good team, not a great team. The Gators appear to be getting better. I'm just not sure anyone's on Georgia's level in the East or in the conference maybe, but next weekend is critically important at LSU. LSU cannot lose this game. If they do, their season basically is over. They would have to defeat Alabama and Alabama lose another game. That's just not going to happen in league play. I mean, so it's all on the table now for LSU. Suddenly now the Gators will be ranked higher. That game in Jacksonville is going to be completely for the East. Kentucky is, you know, if Florida beats Georgia, Florida's getting better for sure. Is Georgia? They got better tonight. They definitely played better than they did at Missouri and against Tennessee last week. But the physicality on the lines is gonna matter. So the Gators are getting better. This is a really important game for LSU. It's a game Georgia can lose, but nationally, I mean, if you're supposed to be one of the top couple teams in the country, which Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama, you know, Clemson played dramatically better today than they have in the past. So this is a huge game for Georgia. The margin for error has gotten smaller and smaller. And because other teams are playing better. Now, it is now going to look like they definitely will play 4 ranked teams in a row. Kentucky tonight on the road in College Station. So we have hit the season. I mean, we're 6 games into it. Georgia will go to a bowl game, but we have hit the season. I am watching these sprinklers behind me. I think if you're not ready to be physical next week and in Jacksonville, you're going to lose. So it's time. It's not great, some of these injuries that are popping up, but you know, now you got Kinley and Cleveland. Everybody's got to get healthy here soon. So these next 3 weeks will tell the tale of the season. Auburn starting to look bad. They're just have been struggling. They finally lose tonight to Mississippi State. All right, Dean Legge wrapping up. 41-13, Georgia over Vanderbilt. We'll see you in Baton Rouge. Really, the LSU is going to be. This is a desperation moment for LSU. Georgia better be ready.